I am so excited to talk to you about posture today. Now, this is a video about how to find good posture and alignment. If you want a workout for good posture, just click the link above and you'll go straight to my workout with exercises for good posture. And I'll put that at the end as well. Okay, so we're gonna start by talking about what good posture and alignment looks like. And then at the end, we're gonna go through some really common kind of misalignment things that happen and how you can help correct that. So we're gonna start standing from the feet up. So when we talk about good posture, it's more than just standing up straight. It's about trying to find the right alignment for your body. So that's one thing I want you to keep in mind. If you have anything going on that would cause an imbalance in your body, such as a scoliosis, if you're pregnant right now, if you have an injury, those kind of things, I don't want you to try to twist and turn and crank your body into this box I'm going to give you of proper posture. Your body probably won't get there because of that imbalance, okay? So we're going to talk about great ways to help you find alignment anyway. But again, don't force yourself into this idea of proper posture if your body isn't happy being there, okay? Keep that in mind, really important. Okay, so let's start at the feet. So I'm going to have you standing and you want to look down and have your toes facing straight ahead. This is nice to do barefoot, by the way, so you can see what's happening in your feet. So the toes should be facing straight ahead and the feet should be underneath your hips. Now where that is your hip points here in the front. That's a main thing I see people do is they assume their hips are bigger than they are. So make sure your feet aren't too far apart here. Hip points right here where those bones are in the front. Those are called your ASIS. I want your feet just about underneath those with the toes facing forward. I'm going to turn to the side here for some of this as well. Then what I want you to do is check your knees. What a lot of us tend to do is lock them. And you can see what happens. If I lock my knees, I thrust my pelvis forward. My upper back kind of shifts back. My head goes forward. And this is where I am, which you can see by looking is not a comfortable, happy place to be. But it's amazing how often we're here, standing in line, talking to friends. This is just kind of a place we go. So after you check the feet, next thing you're gonna do is make sure that you have soft knees. You don't need a big bend in the knees, but I want you to have soft knees. We're making sure we're not locking them, okay? Let's move up here to the pelvis. What you don't wanna do is squeeze your buns. Many people in life have been told at some point by a trainer or someone else, squeeze your glutes. I don't want you to do that. Get rid of that idea. You want that nice and relaxed. And as long as your knees are kind of soft, then that should help that idea of keeping the pelvis soft as well. And then you're just gonna check. You don't wanna be tilted too far forward. Again, if you're pregnant, that's automatically happening. It's okay, let it happen. You don't wanna be tilted too far backward. I just want you at a comfortable place in between. And again, if you check your knees and the other stuff we're talking about, that's gonna happen automatically, okay? So let's move up here. You should have, so if you take your hand and place it kind of right between your belly button and your pubic bone, so take your palm, that should be perpendicular to the floor. That's a good hint to tell you if you are tilted. See that, what happens to my hand if you're tilted too far forward, too far back into posterior. So that's just a good little way to check that. Another thing is just making sure, like your toes, that those hip points are facing forward, okay? So you're not hanging out here, right, on one hip or the other. You can see from the front what happens. So everything's facing forward. Then I'm gonna make sure that my ribs are kind of drawn in. So basically, I don't want you here. A lot of people also think, oh, I gotta lift my chest for that great posture. But you'll see what happens in my low back. I get too arched. Just think about kind of almost like a corset, tightening slightly around the ribs. And then let's get ourselves up to the upper body. Think collarbone wide. And what should happen with the head is your ear hole, so the hole of your ear, should be directly over your shoulder joint. And what happens, probably the most common thing that happens in modern day society is this. We call it forward head, rounded shoulders, staring at the computer screen, driving all day, hunching all day, reading all day. We end up here. So I want you to really try to work on lengthening the back of the neck to get your ear over your shoulder. All right, so that was a lot of pieces and I took time to break down something that takes usually a split second to kind of check. But since we're just starting this process, it's a good thing to understand where your body should be. So again, quick review. Toes are facing forward. You know what we didn't cover is knees. What's happening with your knees? Your knees should be over that second toe facing forward as well. Then you've got hip points forward. You've got not a glute squeeze, not a locked knee, okay? Then you've got that nice kind of perpendicular place of the pelvis. Collarbones open, ear over shoulder. Now, what might be happening is you're noticing, wow, that feels a little different than I'm used to. Or you might be clenching to hold this because it feels so awkward. That is okay. You're just working one piece at a time, okay? One thing to check here as well is that you have even weight on one leg and the other leg. So let's talk about general things that happen that can cause a misalignment that you can work on a little bit. Because, to be honest, the majority of us are gonna have some issue in our posture. Hardly anybody stands the exact way that I just showed you. Do you wanna see the way that I stand when I'm hanging out? Like this. When I'm cooking, when I'm talking to my kids, when I'm standing in line, this is where I am. I am propped up over that right hip, and I wonder why I have some right SI issues going on. Because again, it's not that this is bad or wrong per se, it's that when I get into a habit of holding myself in one place all the time, I'm gonna cause a change of tissues and I'm going to cause some strain in some areas. That is why I want you to look at your posture and your habits. Because of that, because you can cause those kind of strains to happen over time. So those are the things you're gonna look at. First, down at the feet. Again, I see really common to turn out, especially if you're a dancer. I want you to look at yourself. Are you used to always turning out? I have quite a few clients who only turn out on one side. Some of that is gonna come from maybe being born with a hip socket that's different. In that case, my job isn't to crank you into a normal, in air quotes, position. It's simply to make you aware and to use exercise to help correct that, okay? So I just want you to be aware of it. Try to bring those toes forward and see how it feels. Then let's check the knees though, because what can happen really often, if you're used to standing in a turnout and your knees are in good alignment, if you bring your feet forward, I see oftentimes those knees cave in. So you're gonna have to really work. Think about a spiral around your thighs, spiraling out to help the knees stay over the toes. So really important for you to hear me here on this. If this is you, I want you maybe not to bring your toes all the way in, maybe bring them just halfway in. Go to a spot that you can keep the knees in proper alignment over that second toe. Because you don't want to correct that foot thing, the rotation of the hips. You don't want to correct that and then suddenly have strain on your knee. We don't want to correct one thing just to cause a problem somewhere else. That's not the point. The point is simply to notice what's happening in our body and what imbalances we might have. All right, so knees, really important to have that alignment. I also see, like I told you, head forward. So you want to really work on getting head up and over the shoulders, but make sure again, you're not losing any other alignment for that. Think about someone pulling up. If you have a ponytail, that's a perfect example. Someone's standing and pulling that ponytail up towards the ceiling. That's the length of the back of the neck you want to have. A really good way to check yourself is to stand up against a wall. Have your feet about 1 foot away from the wall. And you want the back of your head, your shoulder blades, and then down here at your sacrum, you want all of those spots touching the wall. And that is gonna help you feel what it's like to have the head directly over the shoulders. And this is the kind of thing I want you to think about when you're driving, when you are at a desk, when you're at a computer, those kind of things, okay? Another thing to keep in mind, people talk about a lot, is the shoulder level. I'm actually not super concerned about that because I, as a physical therapist, am gonna look at the hips a lot more. That is something that, again, as a PT, I'm gonna help a client address. So if you find you have a hip that's hiked up, that's something we wanna address in physical therapy because it's hard to just get it back down, right? I can't tell you, just get your hip back down. It's something we might wanna work on with exercise, and that can show itself in shoulders too. But what I want you to remember is that we all pretty much every human being on the planet has one shoulder that's lower than the other, and it tends to be your dominant shoulder, meaning if you're right-handed, that right shoulder tends to be a little bit lower. So don't freak out if you have one shoulder that always seems a little bit lower than the other. That part is okay, all right? I'm not too worried about that part. Okay, one more thing I want to cover with you before we go is what posture looks like when you're sitting. So in a perfect world, you are in a chair where your feet touch the ground. And I don't know if you can see, I'm pretty short, you guys, so my heels are not touching the ground. So I'm gonna show you what tends to happen if you're like me in that case. But you wanna have your feet touching the ground. So your knees then would be at a 90-degree angle. Your hips are at a 90-degree angle. And then again, you've got this nice posture. So my sacrum is hitting the back of the chair, my shoulder blades, and my head is over my shoulders. So what tends to happen in chairs though is this actually. So you're eating, you're sitting at your computer, and we tend to sit on the front edge of this chair. It's like this habit we get into. So we roll up to the computer here and we never scoot back. So you'll see what happens. I'm suddenly in an arch in my low back, or I'm hunching like this and I get way out of my alignment. So what I encourage clients and people to do is to really make it a habit to scoot back and use the back of the chair to help promote that good alignment. Try not to sit with your legs crossed too long at a time, because again, it's just gonna throw an imbalance here. If you are like me and you scoot back and your feet don't reach the ground, then you're gonna need something underneath your feet, okay, just to prop up a little bit. But that's what you want when seated. Same idea of that nice tall posture. The other thing is, I don't want to see you here all the time. Same thing, we're just causing a little bit too much strain. If you're here 2 minutes, no big deal. I don't want you sitting like this for an hour. Okay, so that is gonna cover all of the basic pieces of posture. I know I gave you a lot of information. Remember, you can go to that workout above for exercises that will help with posture, and I think that is imperative. So it's good to understand correct posture, but then you need to help strengthen the right muscles so that you can hold that good alignment and that good posture. All right, good luck standing up straight, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. You can also always come over to jessicavalantpilates.com to find all the resources I have for living a healthy lifestyle, including full-length workout videos, healthy recipes, and a community I would love for you to be a part of. So I'll see you there.